Hi guys, it's Emmarie, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you all of my spring favorites, all the spring things, so we can enjoy all the springness together because you are enough. It really is supposed to snow this week though, so we'll see how spring it stays here. Some of these I haven't really talked about a ton, some of these I have. We're just gonna dive into it. Okay, first is a favorite that has been around since like last summer, I think is when, because I tried it for the waterproof makeup video. But just in case you're new here, I want to talk about it for a second. It's Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. Now since this has been released, I'm pretty sure L'Oreal released one that's supposed to be like this, and then Maybelline also released like a brow like potted gel. This is almost like a cream, it's so thick. It's so amazing, it's so pigmented. It stays on until you don't want it to. I've done a whole video about how I apply it. You can click the link right here if you're interested in that. I love this stuff. Let me know if you want me to try the one by L'Oreal to see if it's better or not, because I've been kind of curious. You can't tell. I'm pale. So during the warmer months, I like to not be as pale. And to do that, I use a couple different things, but this became my favorite last year. This is the Jergens Natural Glow Daily Moisturizer. Basically, you put it on and you gradually build up a tan. I like this for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't smell awful. It has more lotion than sun like tanner smell to it. I like that I can keep applying it every day to keep it up versus worrying about like sweat and stuff like that, like running the tan that I just applied yesterday. It just kind of helps things stay maintained versus just applying like the L'Oreal tanning foam. I like that stuff if we're talking about just normal tanner. I prefer to be able to apply it daily or every other day just because it just stays better. It doesn't like sweat, like when I work out. I don't have like sweat lines going down my legs and my arms and stuff. I just got some on my hands. It's definitely not waterproof by any means. At least I haven't tested. I don't know for sure if it is, just because as soon as I get out of the shower, I just reapply it. And you don't have to use a tanning mitt. I just like wash my hands after I use it and I'm just fine. There is a great value version that came out I think it's Equate technically. I think it's Equate, yeah. An Equate version of this that came out this year. If you want me to like do a battle of the tanning moisturizer, I totally will. So during the summer months, when I'm not wearing self tanner because I don't do it all the time. So during the summer on a day-to-day basis when I'm not worried about looking super glowy tan amazingness, I want to wear lighter face makeup. I don't want something super heavy, especially when I'm running around, blah blah blah, doing fun spring stuff outside. So one thing I discovered a few weeks ago, I think, it's not new, but they just changed the packaging. It's the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin. I love this stuff. I do not have oily skin. I have combination oily to dry. And so it stays matte as long as I don't get too hot and then doesn't dry out my skin. If I am preparing to do something where I'm going to be running around more or like being in a hotter environment, I'll just put this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte face primer on. So I'll just put it like on my nose. That's where like it's the worst. Neither of these dry me out. I like this stuff because it's a little bit higher coverage than like a normal BB cream. Like it halfway covered up my little mole right there. It's still poking through a little bit, but it's definitely more of a medium coverage than your average BB cream, where a lot of them to me feel like I'm just slapping like a little bit of tinted moisturizer on, like slightly tinted moisturizer on. I also like it because even though it's a higher coverage than your average BB cream, it still feels like a normal BB cream, where it's super lightweight and doesn't smell super weird either. So next, now that you're outside, you need some sun protection. And just because it's not 100 degrees outside doesn't mean you don't need to put on sunscreen. You need sunscreen all year round. But I'm not really outside in the wintertime. I'm outside for like maybe 5 minutes walking from store to store if I'm outside. That's it. During the winter, we've got a face sunscreen, sun cream, I think is what this one's called, and a body one. I think you can use this on your face technically. I like to use one specifically for the face though to get more benefits, like this one. This one is the Mykonos, I think is how you say it. I'm probably saying it all wrong. I don't care. Mild Perfector Sun Cream. It has SPF 50, which is great for a face sunscreen, and it protects from all the UVA, UVB rays that are all bad for your skin. It's whitening and anti-aging. So all the benefits of all the things. It has like a hint of like a lotion smell, but it doesn't smell like sunscreen at all. And it's not oily or anything like that. And then this is what I use for my body. Depending on what time of year it is and how long I'm going to be outside is depending on which SPF that I use. I have a couple of them. I have 50 and this one's 70, and then I also have SPF 100. Guys, I burn so easily. I have to be so careful. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. It's lightweight and clean feeling and is water resistant up to 80 minutes. Pretty sure it's oil free too. But I really like this stuff. This is the only one that I've used in like 4 or 5 years. I just dealt with the sunscreen smell because I thought that was the only option, but it's not. I was a nanny slash babysitter, whatever you want to call it, for 4 years. And so I was outside a lot and I had to be so careful not to get sunburned. So I needed something that would last a long time that I could put on like before I left for work and then be fine throughout the afternoon when we'd be outside. And I never ever ever got burned wearing either one of these. So in the beginning I used like the one that's like in a deodorant stick, and that one's good too. It's just kind of a pain to apply. I like this one better for applying stuff. Okay, since it's springtime, that means I'm not wearing tights anymore because it's too warm, and I'm gonna start wearing shorts, which means I have to shave my legs. Who else like avoids shaving their legs as much as possible in the winter? It can't be just me. So I have a little system I have acquired over, well, I've used one of these for a couple years now. The other two I discovered this last year. So I have like a 3-step system to get no ingrown hairs, no razor bumps, and no strawberry legs. Is that what they're called? I think that's what they call it, but I found solutions. Okay, so let's start with this. This is the St. Ives Fresh Skin Apricot Scrub. It is their deep exfoliant. I don't use it on my face. I remember buying this when it had the old packaging like a million years ago, and trying it on my face like once and being like, oh my goodness, my skin feels amazing, and then using it like a couple days later and it like totally dried out my skin 100%. It was awful, so I was like, I can't use that again. But then I saw this pin on Pinterest saying if you want to get rid of strawberry legs, use this before you shave. And I was like, using it on your legs, that'd be amazing. It doesn't dry out my legs. It feels really good. It smells really good. I just got a little bit wet because there was water in the lid. It also helped me get rid of my back acne. So I did have mild acne on my back. It wasn't like covering all of my upper back from one shoulder to the other, but it was pretty bad and it hurt. I used this for 3 times a week for 2 weeks and my back acne was gone. There's this. I've talked about this since the beginning of my channel. Long time. I think this was my first favorite video actually, but I want to bring it up again because it's been a minute. This is the Tend Skin Liquid Skincare Solution for razor bumps, ingrown hairs, and razor burn. Underarms, legs, wherever. And you just apply this every day until like whatever's wrong goes away. So if it's like ingrown hairs, you apply this every day until the ingrown hairs goes away, and then after you shave. And this stuff is like a miracle worker when it comes to ingrown hair specifically. It helped more with my underarms than my legs. I feel like my legs were dealing with not so much ingrown hair, but the strawberry legs. But these two together are like the best thing ever. And then on top of that, I think what like is icing on the cake was this thing. I know it's not pink or purple, but it works. This is the Gelatin Fusion Razor. And it's the best razor I've ever used in my life. And I've used the really nice girls' razors. But one day, this showed up in the mail, addressed to my dad. And I'm like, my dad uses an electric razor. I needed a new one, and so I was like, I'll just use this one and then get another one when this is like done for. It's exactly what I needed to top off my perfect hair removal routine. Let's talk about some face stuff. This is something that's been around that I've talked about since almost the beginning too. I stumbled upon this. This is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream for normal to combo skin. And I think I've said it about 5,000 times. I have combo skin. I was on a really tight budget the month I ran out of moisturizer, so I was like, I just need something cheap that's for combination skin. And so I picked up this. I think it's like $6 or $7. It's so cheap. And I call it my calming moisturizer because my skin in between the weather, thinking about what it's gonna be, so like in between winter and spring or whatever, my skin has meltdown and like I get extra acne and extra patchiness and just so many not fun things. And this just helps things calm down a little bit. I wouldn't say it fixes it necessarily. It keeps my face moisturized, fills in my pores. I know it doesn't claim that ever. It just says smooth. Can't say that word. Skin. It doesn't say it fills in your pores, but it does. I watch it. I just go like this, and all my pores are like, just calm down. I wouldn't say it makes them disappear. They get smaller for sure. And it feels nice and refreshing. It smells like Garnier products, so if you like that smell. It's light, it's not sticky, it's just good. Let's talk about this stuff. I did a review on the Kristen S Scalp line on almost all the products. And you can click right here to check it out if you want. But this is the Anytime Anywhere Scalp Plus Hair Milk Oil. As you can see, I really like this stuff. It's lightweight, but it does a good job at moisturizing your hair. I have naturally such dry hair, it's just bad. And so this is a good job moisturizing. A little bit goes a long way. You don't want to use too much, like I said in the review. I had to be so careful. But I like it because it's pretty affordable for a hair oil and it smells really good. I think my mom complimented me about every single time for the first how long, basically up until like last week. Every time I would wash my hair and then use it afterward, she'd be like, you smell so good. What are you wearing? What perfume are you wearing? Be like, it's Kristen S. It's the hair oil. Okay, I was a no heat girl for I don't know how many years, since I was 15 up until a couple months ago. I don't love blow drying my hair when it's warm outside. I remember that from a long time ago, and I did it the other day and I was like, I'm so hot. So this is a product that I discovered when I was trying to figure out my hair and how to not use heat. This is the Garnier Fructis Style Smooth Air Dry Anti-Frizz Cream. It smells like Garnier. Wait, does the moisturizer and the hair product smell the same? Because that'd be kind of funny. No, I can see that they're like related, but they're not the exact same. I used this for like a whole year straight without trying any other like after shower creams, and then I started YouTube and I was like, okay, I need to try other stuff. It has argan oil and Moroccan oil. I don't know how it does it, but with some other products that I use before and after, which I'm gonna do a whole video about like my air drying process, so I'm not gonna get into it too much, but this is like, if you're only gonna pick one out of everything, I think you should pick this one. Well, maybe this or one other one, which I'll talk about in the video. But this one's awesome. This is another Kristen S Scalp line product. This is the Instant Exfoliating Scalp Scrub, and I love it. I wanted to put this in the video because I have been using it, and I think it's a great spring product, and winter, all year round really. But I have been using it in replace of my baking soda, and I have noticed that I'm getting rid of flakes. It's also really moisturizing my scalp the more I use it. With how many products I use on my hair, because I use a lot, because I only wash my hair once a week. I really, really need something that will really remove all of the stuff that's on my scalp. Plus, exfoliating your scalp can help you go longer between washes. There is a certain way that I think is best to use it, so go check out the video where I talk about all the scalp products. I'll link it. If you want to check out that Kristen S scalp product review, you can click right here. If you want to check out my last video, you can click right here. And if you want to subscribe, you can click right here. I love you guys so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye! I'm going to be doing a battle of the affordable, high-rated foundations from Amazon. March Madness has got me a little bit inspired. I thought it'd be fun to do it like bracket style-ish.